Hello everyone. So today I will try to help you to make a very small but a very good and easy to understandable game using Python. So it's very easy game and you can learn within few minutes that how we can design a tic-tac-toe game. So name of the game is tic-tac-toe game. So let's try to understand what the game is. What are the requirements of the game? So using a tic-tac-toe game, you can use any free IDE, you can use any text editor like Sublime, Notepad or Jupyter. I am here using Jupyter Notebook for my convenience. So what are the requirements for this game? As you can see in this picture, this is a picture like this. You have to design a game. In Hindi even you can call it as a OX game. We have played OX game, so this is like an OX game. Two players should be able to play the game, both sitting at the same computer. So obviously we will play in a same computer only this game. The board should be printed out every time a player makes a move. So what this line means, the board should be printed out every time a player makes a move. So every time we place a marker like X or O, it should be printed in this board. You should be able to accept input of the player position and then place a symbol on the board. This is what I said earlier. So these are the requirements of this game. So for this I have designed few different steps for this game. I have divided this game into steps. So let's see those steps. Step 1. If you have little bit knowledge of Python, so this will be helpful, these steps will be helpful to you because you can design your own tic-tac-toe game without my help and without my guidelines. So here are the steps. Step 1, and these are very small easy steps, you can literally design it easily. Step 1, write a function that can print out a board. Set up your board as list where each index 1 to 9 corresponds with a number on a number pad. So you get a 3 by 3 board representation. Why 3 by 3? What is 3 by 3 means? It is a matrix, 3 by 3 matrix. So 3 into 3 is 9. We need 9 columns, so we need 3 by 3 matrix which will be indexing as 1 to 9. From down it will start from 1 to 3 to up at 7, 8, 9. Step 2, write a function that can take in an player input and assign their marker as X or O. So what this line means, write a function that can take in a player input and assign their markers as X and O. We will ask a user that whether you want to be X or O. According to this, the player 1 will be X or O and remaining vice versa. Think about using while loops to continuously ask until you get a correct answer. What this line means, suppose if a user enter suppose A in place of X or O, if a user is putting A, so we should not allow the user to take A as an input. Why? Because we only need user to take X or O, so we will use while loop for this. Until the user will put X or O as a marker, the game will not get started. Step 3, write a function that takes in a board list a marker X or O and a desired position and assigned it to the board. Suppose we have created a board with X and O. Now just for it, this step is for testing that is that test board is working or not. What we'll do in this step, we will create a board. After creating a board, we will test suppose by giving is a dollar position. We'll give a dollar marker and we will check that whether the dollar is coming on the desired position we are assigning it on the board. Step 4, write a function that takes in a board and a mark X or O and then checks to see if that mark has won. So what this step suggests, write a function that takes in a board and mark X or O and then checks to see if that mark has won. So we know that how we are winning in this XO game. This step we just need to make a step for winning. Step 5, write a function that uses the random module to randomly decide which player goes first. You may want to look up random.randint return a string of which player went first. This method, we are not anyone to decide who should go first, whether player first should go first or player 2 should go first. So it's better to let them decide that whom they want to go first. So we will make a statement where we'll design an input user, so we can ask them which player want to go first. If they'll say player 1, or suppose like that, uh, using random function we can ask it. Step 6, write a function that returns a boolean indicating whether a space on the board is freely available. This step means, suppose we have put 1 as a marker, and already one place is already filled, so we cannot assign 1 again on the marker. So we have, the user should ask that please enter a correct marker, because if there is an O, we cannot place X on it. So this step is for this. We will identify the space on the board. Step 7, write a function that checks if the board is full and returns a boolean value true if full, false otherwise. This statement will understand later. This is the same statement asking about this. Step 8, write a function that asks for a player's next position and then uses the function from step 6 to check if it's a free position. If it is, then return the position for later use. So what this statement means, at first we have asked the user that please put your position, that suppose he put 2, then this step that please enter your next position, that which next position you want to enter, and if it's free it will enter. Step 9, write a function that asks the player if they want to play again and returns a boolean true if they do not want to play again. What this statement means, after completing the game, if they want to play, then we will make yes or no boolean. If they will say yes, then it will go in a while loop again for to play the game. Otherwise, if they put no, if they do not want to play again, so boolean should be true, means they will come out of this loop. Step 9, here comes the hard part. This step is to complete using a while loop, and we will execute a code in a complete way. So let's get started. Hope you will understand what I'm trying to teach you guys here. So let's get started. I'll have designed my game already. Here is the game. I'll make you guys teach using Jupyter Notebook itself. So let's come to the Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so here is the game. We will start one by one. We need to write a function that can print out a board. Set up your board as a list where each index 1 to 9 corresponds with a number on a number pad, so you get a 3 by 3 board presentation. Okay, so what we need to do here, we need to define a function. You guys might be knowing about how to define a function, so I'm not explaining that here. We need to define a function. That function, we will pass a variable board. In that we will clear an output here. We will print according this we can make our own, like for starting we can even just print board markers as here like this, as an empty marker. This is just for designing. Even you can try like this also. If you will write like this, then you will get an empty board here. If you will write like this, you will get an empty board in an output in the Jupyter Notebook. If you will write like this, so what we are doing here is we are placing a marker, board marker, which we have assigned here, that is board, and we will assigning it here 7, 8, 9. These are the positions we are giving in 3 by 3 matrix up from above 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. So let's come to a solution. we have defined a player input. We have assigned the marker as empty string initially, while not marker equal to x or marker equal to o. Why? We do not want any other input except x and o, so we'll take only x or o as our input values. So till the time the input is x or o, we will not accept any other input. So while not marker x or o, we will make the statement as marker equal to input player 1, do you want to be x or o? We'll ask a player that what they want to be, x or o. This upper function means if they are writing in lowercase x or o, then it will be acceptable. If marker equal to x, then it will return as player 1 is x and player 2 as o, else it will return as player 1 as o and player 2 as x. These are the markers. This is player 1 marker and this is player 2 marker, and this is the player input. This is player input function. Now we will display our board, that how we want our board to look like. We'll display our board. We have designed this. You can see these lines are this only. This is the first line we want. By printing this boards, this is the second line we want. This is just a design that how I want to look. I want to make my test board look like. This is exactly the same thing. I want little finishing in my board, so I've used this slant linings. This is a simple step. You will assign the values here. X, O, O, this is an empty. X, O, O, this is for 0 value, that's why 0 to 9 values. X, O, O. After entering this, they will ask you to player 1, do you want to be x or o? Suppose we will assign it as a. What I was telling, that this step, that it should not assign any other input. So let's suppose a. It will again ask you whether you want to be x or o. It will not accept any value except x or o. Let's suppose numeric 1. Let's suppose 2. It will not accept. It will not accept anything, like you want a string. No, it will not accept anything. It will accept only x. So this will be the output. Player 1 will be x, and here is the look of how my test board is looking. So moving ahead, step 2. Write a function that can take in a player input and assign the marker as x or. Think using while loops to continuously ask until you get the correct answer. This step is already done. Run the place marker. Here what we are doing in this, that we are placing a test board. We have already filled this test board by XO. Now if we want to check that whether it is taking a position, so let's suppose I have placed my marker as my marker is $, and position which I have choose is 8. Then on 7, 8, this is an 8th position. On 8th position it will assign a $ symbol. Suppose, let's run this. It will assign a $ symbol. Let's example, if I'll change this as 9. Now it already 8 is filled with $, and 9 is also filled with $. Let's suppose here now 2. So here is a 1, 2, 1, 2. 1 is already filled. 8 and 9 are already filled with $. Now 2 is also filled with $. Moving ahead, write a function that takes in a board list object a marker x on a desired position and assign it to win. So we have to now make a win situation. You know what are the win situations. We will define a function win check, and what we only need is a board and a mark, at which mark it is placed, board number and a mark. So total there are 8 possibilities. If we will get like this, if we will get like this, if we will get like this, 3 vertical and 2 diagonals. These are the positions. So whether 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 1 2 3 are equal, or 7 4 1 8 5 2 9 6 3, or whether two diagonals 7 5 3 and 9 5 1, these are equal. In this conditions, our display board will be the test board, and when check will be the text board and comma x. So this is a testing phase. These two steps are a testing phase. This is a board that if we will define a when check will be this condition. On these conditions, if this condition is true, then we will get our boolean as true. This is the return. This will return as a boolean. These are our these two steps are testing. On entering this, we'll get it true. Why? Because we have taken board as a test board, that is this test board is this, and we have took our mark as x. So what is this mean? X. It will return, this diagonal is connecting, making a straight line, so it will true, means we are getting our x as a win position. Now we need a function that uses a random module to randomly decide which player wants to go first. As I already said, that we cannot decide, we are not wants to decide that which player will go first. So using random method, we will choose, make a option import random. We have to import first library here, random library. We'll define a function. Let's suppose I define it is by choose first. If random dot random, it is a function. If it is a already defined method. If random dot randit 0 1 is equal to 0, then return player 2. What it means? That we want a player 2 to go first. If he assigns a value 0, random value would be 0, and if not, if it is 1, then it will be returned player 1 will go first. Moving ahead, write a function that returns a boolean indicating whether a space on the board is freely available. This is very simple. Define, we just need board and a position, it's filled or not. Define space check, board in position, return board of position is empty or not. This is an empty, there is a gap in this. Next, write a function that checks if the board is full and returns a boolean value. We cannot assign any value if our board is full, so we will return a value. Define full board check, we just need to check a board for I in range 1 to 10 if space board, if this board to I, position must be I, position can go to anywhere, return false. What it means? If there would be no space in this space check method, then it will return true, then it will come out of this and it will return true. What it means? I have a space and board is not full. This line is means I have a space and board is not full, and if it's true, then board is full, and if we return true, this line means if board is full, it will return true. Then write a function to ask for a player's next position as a number 1 to 9, and then uses the function from step 6 to check if it's a free position. If it is, then return for position for later use. We want to check that which player will player's next position after this. So player's choice and board, position equal to 0, while position not in. Now what we are doing in this step, if a position is not out of this 1 to 9, or if a space check or not space check, that if it's not full board position, like here method, then position will be equal to int. Choose your next position from 1 to 9. If we are having a free space, if we are not having a position from this, then it will return a position from an integer. Whatever he will write, it will return in an integer form. Next step, write a function that asks the player if they want to play again and returns true if they do not want to play again. So replay method, I've called function, my function as replay. Return input, do you want to play again, yes or no? If he will write only y or n, it will return small y or small n. This upper, even we can write here lower also, doesn't matter. Starts with y and starts with n, so it will return true and false accordingly. So let's come to our hard part, which we will use loops and functions you have made to run the game. So now this step means that we want to look how our board should look and how the loops will all this together will work. So let's start complete solution. We want to print welcome to tic-tac-toe in the beginning. So if it's true, play the game and reset the board. The board must be having 10 positions. Empty strings will give by empty strings. Player 1 marker, player 2 marker, player 1 marker as 1, player 2 marker as number 2, and will assign it in player input. This is we already have learned in step 1. Turn, choose first. We will ask choose first. Print, turn will go first. So the board, this is already decided. This step turn is equal to choose first will ask the user that who want to go first. So it will ask this only, play game input, are you ready to play, yes or no. This is a simple step. If player game dot lower is equal to y, then game on, then only will game on, else it will ask again and again. While game on, that means if it accepting as a true value. If turn is equal to player 1, that means player 1's turn, then we will display our board as board position. We are assigning everything together. Position equal to player choice the board, place marker the board, place 1 marker position. If win condition the board place marker, congratulations, you have won the game, game on, false. Else if full board check the board, display board the board, print the game is a draw, break. Else turn equal to player 2. Now we will come out of this if block, coming on player 2's turn, display board the board, position equal to player choice the board, place marker the board, place 2 marker position. If win check the board, player 2 marker, display board the board, player 2 has won. Else the game is a draw. Else player 1, if not replay, break out of the while loop if they are not asking. So let's run this game. Do you want to be X or O? No, I don't want to be X or O, I will be A. No, it will not accept. Let's suppose I will be X. Are you ready to play? Let's, if I'll say no, it will ask again. If I'll say yes, do you want to be X or O? I will say X. Are you ready to play again? Yes. So here how our tic-tac-toe board is looking like. This is an empty board at currently. Choose your next position. Suppose I choose 1. So on 1 O has been putted. On 1 position O has been put. So choose your next position 2. On 2 X has put. Choose your next position 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it will say player 2 because his diagonal is all lines. So player 2 has won. So we will check by again. Let's suppose yes. What you want to be? X. Are you ready to play? Yes. So choose your next position. We will now check the condition of draw match. 1 2 3, let's suppose 4, let's suppose 6. Or here it should not come, suppose 5. 5 6 7 9 and 8. So we will see here the game is a draw because none of our win check condition is getting satisfied. Now it will say no, it will come out of a block. It will break this while loop and it will come out of this block. I hope you have liked my video, and this was my small attempt to make you understand this very small and good example of a Python for beginners to learn this game. Thank you.